Let me ask you a question. What are you feeding your mind every single day? Because your mind is like a garden. If you plant nothing, weeds grow automatically. Negative thoughts, doubt, fear, excuses. They don't need permission. They just appear. But success is different. Success must be planted. Success must be watered. Success must be protected. And the seeds are the thoughts you allow into your mind. You see, every day your mind is being fed something. A conversation, a video, a complaint, a dream. The question is not, are you feeding your mind? The real question is, are you feeding it something that makes you stronger or weaker? Because thoughts are powerful. A single thought can build a life, and a single thought can destroy a dream. Think about it. Every great achievement began with a thought. Every invention, every company, every breakthrough first appeared in someone's mind. But here is the challenge. Most people feed their mind junk. They listen to negativity. They repeat their problems. They replay their failures day after day. And then they wonder why their life stays the same. You cannot build a powerful life with a weak mental diet. Just like your body needs healthy food, your mind needs healthy thoughts, encouragement, vision, learning, purpose. Feed your mind these things every single day. Because what you think about daily eventually becomes your life. And the good news is this. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. You decide what enters. You decide what stays. And you decide what grows. So today, make a decision. A powerful one. Feed your mind good thoughts every single day. Because when you change what goes into your mind, you change what comes out of your life. And that is where transformation begins. Let me share a simple idea with you. Your mind is a garden. Not sometimes. Not once in a while. Every day. Your mind is soil. And the thoughts you allow into it are seeds. Now here's the important part. The mind does not care what you plant. Good seeds or bad seeds. Positive thoughts or negative thoughts. The soil accepts both. And whatever you plant will grow. If you plant doubt, doubt will grow. If you plant fear, fear will grow. If you plant excuses, excuses will grow everywhere. But if you plant courage, courage grows. If you plant discipline, discipline grows. If you plant belief, belief begins to take root. And once a seed takes root in the mind, it begins to influence your life, your actions, your habits, your future. You see, many people say they want success. They want a better life. They want more money, more opportunity, but they never check the garden of their mind. They say they want success, but every day they plant seeds of doubt. I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't do it. People like me don't succeed. And then they are surprised when nothing grows. Let me give you a simple truth. You cannot plant weeds and expect roses. You cannot plant negativity and expect confidence. It doesn't work that way. Life always responds to the seeds. And here's another important lesson. If you plant nothing, weeds grow automatically. Negativity is the default. Complaints grow easily. Excuses grow fast. Fear spreads quickly. That's why feeding your mind good thoughts is not optional. It's necessary every single day. Just like a farmer must plant intentionally, you must think intentionally. Choose your thoughts. Choose what you listen to. Choose what you read. Choose the conversations you allow into your life. Because every idea, every word, every influence is planting something in your mental garden. And after enough time, those seeds become habits, and habits become your life. So the question is simple. When someone walks through the garden of your mind, What do they see? Do they see weeds, doubt, fear, excuses? Or do they see something powerful? Vision, belief, possibility. Because the future you want depends on the seeds you plant today. Not tomorrow, today. And remember this, a powerful garden is not built in one day. It grows little by little, seed by seed, thought by thought. But if you plant good thoughts every single day, eventually something incredible begins to happen. Confidence grows, clarity grows, opportunity grows. And one day you wake up and realize the garden of your mind has become the foundation of your success. Let me give you another idea to think about. Your mind has a gate, and that gate is controlled by one person, you. Every day, thoughts try to enter. Opinions, criticism, fear, doubt, negativity. They knock on the door of your mind constantly. The world is full of them. Turn on the news, and negativity walks in. Listen to the wrong conversations, and doubt walks in. Spend time around the wrong people, and suddenly excuses walk in. And if you are not careful, your mind becomes crowded with things that weaken you. Now listen carefully. Your mind was not designed to store garbage. It was designed to build ideas. It was designed to create solutions. It was designed to imagine possibilities. But when negativity enters unchecked, it begins to take control. One negative thought becomes two. Two becomes 10. And before long, your confidence disappears. Your motivation fades. Your dreams start to look impossible. All because the gate was left open. You see, successful people learn something powerful. They become guardians of their mind. They do not allow every voice to enter. They do not accept every opinion. They do not repeat every negative thought they hear. They stand at the gate and they ask a simple question. Does this thought make me stronger or weaker? If it makes you stronger, let it enter. If it builds your courage, let it stay. If it pushes you to grow, let it take root. But if it weakens you, if it fills you with doubt, if it destroys your confidence, close the gate immediately. Because here is something important to remember. Negativity spreads fast, faster than positivity. One complaint can ruin your entire day. One negative conversation can change your attitude. One moment of doubt can stop you from taking action. That's why guarding your mind is a daily responsibility. Not once a year, not once a month, every single day. Think about what you watch. Think about what you listen to. Think about the voices you allow around you. Because every voice is planting something. And the strongest minds are not the ones that hear the most noise. They are the ones that choose carefully what they listen to. Guard the gate. Protect your focus. Protect your belief. Protect your vision. Because if you protect your mind, you protect your future. And when you begin to control what enters your mind, something powerful begins to happen. Your thinking becomes clearer. Your confidence becomes stronger. Your actions become more intentional. And slowly, the quality of your life begins to change. All because you decided to stand at the gate of your mind and stop feeding it negativity. Let's talk about something simple, but incredibly powerful. Mental nutrition. Just like your body needs food, your mind needs nourishment every single day. Now think about this. If a person eats junk food all day, what happens? Their energy drops. Their health weakens. Their body slowly begins to suffer. But if a person eats healthy food consistently, their body becomes stronger. Their energy improves. Their performance rises. The same principle applies to the mind. Your thoughts are mental food. What you read, what you listen to, what you watch, what you repeat to yourself, all of it feeds your mind. And the quality of that mental diet determines the quality of your life. You see, successful people are careful about what they feed their mind. They don't just hope for positive thinking. They practice it. They read books that challenge them. They listen to ideas that expand their thinking. They surround themselves with conversations that inspire action. Why? Because they understand something most people ignore. The mind is always absorbing something. Always. If you do not feed it something valuable, it will feed on whatever's available. Complaints, negativity, distraction, doubt. And before long, your mind becomes weak. Your focus disappears. Your motivation fades. Not because you lack ability, but because your mental diet is poor. Now here is the encouraging part. You can change your mental nutrition anytime, starting today. And the process is simple. Begin feeding your mind better thoughts. Every morning, start your day with something that strengthens you. A powerful idea, a meaningful lesson, a thought that reminds you who you want to become. Because the first thoughts of the day are important. They set the direction of your mind. If you wake up and immediately feed your mind stress, your day will feel heavy. If you wake up and feed your mind possibility, your day begins with energy. You see, a strong mind does not happen by accident. It happens through daily feeding. A few pages of a good book, a few minutes of learning, a few moments of reflection. These small acts may seem insignificant, but over time, they build a powerful mind. Let me tell you something important. Great lives are not built in giant leaps. They are built in daily deposits. A thought today, a lesson tomorrow, a moment of discipline the next day. Day by day, your thinking begins to change. And when your thinking changes, everything changes. Your decisions improve. Your confidence grows. Your vision becomes clearer. Suddenly problems look smaller. Opportunities look bigger. And challenges begin to look like lessons. All because you changed what you feed your mind. Now here is another key idea. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to feed your mind for 5 hours one day and then ignore it for a week. No, 5 minutes every day is more powerful. 10 minutes every day is transformational because repetition builds belief and belief builds action. Think about athletes. They train daily. Think about musicians. They practice daily. Think about great thinkers. They study daily. Why should the mind be any different? If you want a powerful life, you must develop a powerful mind. And a powerful mind requires daily nutrition, encouragement, ideas, knowledge, vision. Feed your mind with these things, and something incredible begins to happen. Your internal voice begins to change. Instead of saying, I can't do this, it begins to say, maybe I can. Instead of saying, this is impossible, it begins to say, there must be a way. And that shift in thinking changes everything because your life always moves in the direction of your strongest thoughts. So feed your mind carefully. Feed it courage. Feed it learning. Feed it discipline. Feed it possibility every single day. And remember this, you don't have to change your entire life overnight. You only need to change what you feed your mind today. One idea, one lesson, one positive thought. And if you repeat that process tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that, eventually something remarkable happens. Your mind becomes stronger. Your attitude becomes sharper. Your confidence becomes unshakable. And the life you once imagined begins to become your reality. All because you made one powerful decision to feed your mind good thoughts every single day. Now, let's take this idea a step further. Feeding your mind is important, but it is not enough because your mind is already full of thoughts, some helpful, some harmful. And if the harmful ones are allowed to stay, if they continue to live in your mental garden, no amount of new seeds will fully grow. You see, negative thoughts, they linger. They repeat themselves. They sneak into your decisions without you even noticing. They sound like this. I'm not ready. I'll never be able to do this. I always fail. I'm just unlucky. And they are deceptive. They whisper softly at first, then louder still, until suddenly you are living as if those thoughts are true. Here's the truth. Thoughts are like tenants in your mind. Some are good tenants. They pay rent in confidence. They pay rent in courage. They pay rent in belief. Some are bad tenants. They trash your house. They spread fear. They demand attention. And the worst part is, you often let them stay because they are familiar. Familiar doesn't mean useful. Familiar doesn't mean true. So here is the first step. Recognize the negative thought. Notice it. Name it. Say to yourself, this is a negative thought. It is not my truth. It will not control me. And once you recognize it, you have power over it. The second step, replace it with a powerful thought. This is where transformation begins. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I am capable. I will learn. I will find a way. Instead of saying, I always fail, say, every failure is a lesson. Every mistake teaches me something. I am growing stronger. Instead of saying, I'm not ready, say, preparation comes through action. I begin now. I will improve along the way. The third step, repeat the new thought. Like watering a seed, repetition strengthens it. Say it in the morning. Say it throughout the day. Say it when fear creeps in. The mind is patient, but it needs your persistence. You cannot replace a lifetime of doubt with a single affirmation. But with small, consistent steps, the impossible becomes possible. Let me give you an example. Think about a person who always said, I'm not good at public speaking. At first, this thought was harmless, just a small seed. But over time, it stopped them from speaking in meetings. It stopped them from asking for promotions. It stopped them from sharing ideas. That small seed grew into a forest of fear. Now, imagine they began to replace it. I am learning to speak confidently. I will improve with practice. My ideas matter, and people want to hear them. At first, it felt strange. It felt awkward. It felt uncomfortable. But each day, the new thoughts took root. The forest of fear began to shrink. Confidence began to grow. And before long, they were speaking in front of hundreds, inspiring others, and creating opportunities they had never imagined. This is the power of replacing thoughts. You see, you cannot control everything that happens in life. You cannot control the actions of others. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control luck, but you can control your thoughts. And when you control your thoughts, you control your actions. You control your habits. You control your response to challenges. You control your destiny. Here's the final piece. Replacement is a process. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes courage. Some days, the old negative thoughts will sneak back in. That's normal. Notice them. Replace them again. Repeat the process. Because every powerful mind, every successful life is built on this simple habit. Seeing the negative thought, replacing it with a positive one, repeating it until it takes root. And little by little, thought by thought, your mental garden transforms. Weeds are removed. Roses begin to bloom. Confidence grows. Belief deepens. Vision becomes clear. And one day you look back and realize your life has changed. Not because life became easier, not because luck favored you, but because your mind, your thinking, your mental garden is now strong, disciplined, and fertile. Remember this, the mind is powerful. The thoughts you allow become your reality. So today, start the process. Identify the negative. Replace it with the powerful. Repeat it consistently. And watch as the garden of your mind becomes the foundation of a life you once thought was impossible. Now, let's pull all of this together and see the bigger picture. You see, Feeding your mind with good thoughts, replacing negative thoughts with powerful ones, guarding the gate of your mind. These things don't create instant success. They work quietly. They work slowly. And they work consistently. This is what I call the compound effect. You've heard of compounding with money. A little bit invested every day grows into something huge over time. The same principle applies to your mind and your life. Every thought you feed, every idea you nurture, every positive belief you repeat, it compounds. One day, that extra 5 minutes of reading, that extra 5 minutes of reflection, that extra effort to replace a negative thought doesn't feel like much. But over weeks, months, years, the results become undeniable. Your confidence grows. Your discipline grows. Your courage grows. Your vision expands. Your actions become better. Your decisions become clearer. Your habits become stronger. And suddenly, life begins to change. You wake up one day and realize you are living differently, thinking differently, seeing opportunities you never saw before, creating a life you once thought was impossible. It's the power of compounding, small positive mental actions taken consistently. Over time, build an unstoppable force in your life. But here is the warning. The compound effect works both ways. If you feed your mind junk, negativity, fear, doubt, it compounds too. A little negative thought each day doesn't seem like much at first, but over months and years, it grows, it multiplies, it shapes your habits, your actions, and your results in ways you don't even notice. And then one day, you wake up and wonder why your life isn't where you want it to be. So let me say this clearly. Feed your mind good thoughts. Replace negativity with power. Repeat it daily and allow it to compound. That is how success is built. That is how confidence is built. That is how character is built. That is how a life of purpose and fulfillment is built. Remember, every book you read, every inspiring video you watch, every conversation you have with someone who lifts you up, every positive thought you plant, it all adds up. And eventually, you become the sum of those thoughts. Your life is the product of your mental diet. So choose wisely. Feed your mind every single day. Protect it fiercely. Replace negativity consistently. And over time, the compound effect will do its work. It will transform your mind. It will transform your habits. It will transform your life. And one day, you will look back and say, I did not get here by luck. I did not get here by chance. I got here by feeding my mind the right thoughts every single day. That, my friend, is the secret to a powerful, successful, extraordinary life. And now, as we come to the close of this message, I want you to pause for a moment. Think about your mind. Think about your garden. Think about the gate you guard every day. Ask yourself this. What am I feeding my mind today? Are you planting weeds or are you planting seeds of growth?